Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Richbartone, and it is time once again to restream Tyree Sneed. What we are going to watch tonight has been a pain in my ass for the last 9 days. We're going to watch Tyree Sneed in staying focused, productive, building my inventory and businesses. This was supposed to be the feature presentation of my stream last Saturday, and it was, but it was all messed up. I told the story last week. I'm not going to go back into it again, but the moral is if I'm doing a sequence and something goes wrong with it within 24 hours of the deadline, the sequence is gone. However, I stayed with it, and oh boy, do we have some fun for you. The first 17 minutes, for those of you who were with me on Saturday, will be familiar. It's the second half of this video where shit gets totally out of control. I actually had people waiting on me. Can you believe that? Going to say some hellos before we get rolling here. Going to start off with Negasonic, middle-aged dickhead. Deezy's here. Deezy's always here. Our goddess L Frost is here early on. And I think I've said, oh, well, here we go now. Here is Dutchy. Hello, my fellow lizard people. Yes, indeed. How you doing? And here he is. It's Lundsey, and it's 7 gram burgers. So let me hit the button and let's get going. This is staying focused, productive, building my inventory and businesses. And I swear to you, I got it right this time on Negative 43 TV.
What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing good. I'm here with a public service announcement and special bulletin.
Funny you should say that because I am as well. Will you please welcome Sky Zoe?
As usual, we've exposed every single YouTuber. Remember, y'all are YouTubers. I'm a gangster. We're just different. We're not the same. All right? That's number one. Number two, y'all worship talking. You just got put in your place because now I'm able to respond. I found a way to actually respond because this platform doesn't let me talk freely. So when I put y'all in your place, then y'all don't have anything to say. That's what I thought. So quit running your mouth because I'm going to respond. But it's all good. I don't mind because I don't focus on any of that stuff that's minute, small fry, small detail stuff that I don't care about.
That's why your life is completely screwed up because you paid no attention to details whatsoever. That's where the genius is, don't you know? And everybody, look at your screen. What a festive avatar from Dutchy. I'm kind of in love with it.
We all know and proved that you're super triggered and impressed by my success and me just being me. I come on this platform, I make money, I get paid. It's been the common thing that people are just generally mad. I don't understand why, because what I'd like to do tonight is talk about the issue specifically a little bit. But see, these people, they love to run their mouth, but they don't like to talk. If you've noticed, there's a current trend. It's been a trend for years on here. Current trend has been the trend forever. That because these people are miserable, they're unhappy, they're jealous, they're envious, whatever they are, struggling, broke, don't take themselves seriously, that we're all supposed to suffer for their weakness. No, that's a personal issue. Go sit in the corner, you're in timeout. Go stare at the mirror for hours until you figure out what's what. If it don't make sense, I'm not going to acknowledge it. What's up, Ace? There's my boy. All right, it's all positive vibes right now in the chat. That's my boy Ace. It's the most feared man in America. It's actually true. Ace knows the actual truth, that really is a true statement. I mean, how could it not be? I put in more work than anybody. I travel, I go all over the country, and I do my thing. So, I've proven that. It's kind of different now, that I'm Batman. Matter of fact, there was somebody driving all wacky tonight, and they got kind of close again and nailing me, hitting me. They like honked. I just flipped them off and kept walking. Like, I don't take no lit, bro. I don't care who you are. I literally flipped them off. You know what I mean? Waved the hand.
Ace is one of us, but yeah, he's kind of laying it on a little thick right now. I would agree with that.
Let everyone know, like, you can pull up. I'm about that. And as usual, they kept it trucking. So why honk at me? Like, you're the one who's rushing, and I'm looking at the traffic. So there's one car that's turning and then there's one that's not. Like, if you see someone walking, you should stop. So there's no way you can be honking at me.
He doesn't understand how traffic works. He doesn't know how to cross a street properly, and he doesn't care. He's shown us that plenty of times here recently. Please say hello to Hatfield McCoy. He's here right now.
So every time that they pull their games on the road, I'm going to let them know exactly what it is. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to take a lick of nothing. Usually I don't even talk about it on here, but I'm getting kind of tired of it because it's unnecessary. Christina, I don't know what the deal is with her. She's missing in action. She's been MIA. According to her, she's been going through a lot. Honestly, we truly don't believe anything that you're saying.
You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. What's to figure out, dummy? You didn't figure it out after you got ghosted in Minneapolis, yet you're so desperate for a woman that you continue to hold on to the idea of a woman that you know damn well doesn't exist. You have to know it by now. But to acknowledge that would be for you to acknowledge being wrong, and you're constitutionally unable to do so. So you're stuck.
I need you to respond to me. And at this point, you're going to have to do it on YouTube. So she's going to have to come over here at some point. And don't get me wrong, I think she's a good woman. I hope it's the person that she's painted herself as. I really do. You know, I have nothing but love for Christina. I'm not saying anything bad or negative, but I need to know that you're with me. I can't do anything until you allow me. So if you
Savor that for a moment. I can't do anything until you allow me. He needs the permission of a person that does not exist for him to get on with his life. Sounds to me like he's kind of screwed. DZ says, I'll read it for you listeners. Come on, Rich. Christina suffered 3 different back-to-back-to-back traumatic brain injuries when Joseph was clippity-clopped in Minnesota.
you don't get the courage to come on this panel, and all you got to do is come to the chat when you're ready. I would prefer that you hurry up because you've had years.
Yes, she has had years. Little bit at a time, but maybe you're getting it. DZ, it's on your screen. That's his wife, Rich. Yes, that's right. They're internet married. They're YouTube married. And as far as I know, a divorce was never obtained.
I know you're saying that you're dealing with a lot with lawyers and everything. That's all I'll say that you told me. With lawyers, just like I am, with everything that's happened. I understand that. That makes sense. That's cool. I'm not saying you owe me your time and anything like that, but I'm just saying it's frustrating when you reach out and then I'm talking back and then you don't respond.
I have to admit that whatever Christina is doing in his email right now, it's really effective. If you can stir him up, you're serving a purpose. Pretty good job so far. And I've been highly critical of Christina. But when you do something right, gotta give it credit.
Like, I need to know where you stand, if you're serious about everything, and I need you to prove that. You know, you had said, Christina, that you were going to come to the island to SPI. Why don't we actually do that instead of playing games about it and all these internet run around phone games? Why don't we actually do that? It's very easy. All you got to do is talk to me direct, make contact with me. I'm not really using that email anymore. I'll attempt to check it for you, but I can't keep going through other people trying to use that email to harass me. That's why I just need you to respond. I'll create a group for us to talk, and then that way we can talk. And then I need you in there all the time because I just need you in general. And I have no problem admitting that. I need you when I have questions.
You think I'll get bird flu from this feather on the sidewalk, Mommy? That's what he means by questions. He's totally dependent. He does, in fact, have the mindset of an infant. And like DZ says on your screen, it's mad fusterating, dog. I believe that's how you would, in fact, spell that. While we're paused, please welcome Eddie Guerrero to this here show.
You've always been there, and I'm truly grateful. Again, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying the truth that this has not been fair towards me at all. Like I said, I went all the way to Minneapolis. I understand whatever happened, but I don't know if that actually happened. I don't know what's what or what's real. And that's unfair to me. It's unfair to allow people to talk smack that doesn't exist. And that's what all you girls are trying to act like you don't get. You get it. I mean, that's your responsibility to shut that down. The way you shut that down is by proving who you are, what's going on. It's not hard for you to come to a panel. If you can talk to lawyers, you could talk on this panel.
I believe I made the point Saturday that if you're talking to lawyers, you may not feel like talking on a panel or much of anything else. It is totally possible that in that moment of time, your life might suck balls. Please welcome Red Screen to the show. And hey, look, everybody, it's Katie. She hasn't been here in quite a while. How are you?
Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm not a simp. I'm not a sucker. I don't get fooled. And I also don't operate from a defensive place like that.
Yes, you do. Remember what you said a minute ago about how it's a woman's job to, quote, shut that down. Yes, you did. It's a woman's job to shut that down. Sounds like you mean it's a woman's job to fight your battles for you. What an immense pussy.
I don't use that terminology. I have no shame in my game. I'm talking to someone. It's my business and it is what it is. And I'll talk about it publicly all I want because I talk about my life. You people are worried about the wrong things.
It's none of our business, but he'll talk about it publicly all he wants because it's his life. The contradictions are going to come real fast and real heavy. You know, the focused part of the title of this video, forget about it.
But that's okay. I'm cool with that because I'm going to take advantage of that too. Like I'm taking advantage of everything. They said, hope everything is good with you. Keep grinding. Everything is not good. Everything is not good at all. But that doesn't mean that I'm not happy. I'm happy. I've been happy. I'm content. I always am. But I've just been going through a lot physically, suffering for years. And right now I'm trying vitamin C and seeing how it does. If you notice, I think I sound a little better, but the damage inside my body is catastrophic. Like I said, when this happened to me, I shouldn't have survived it, and I did because I'm that strong. I mean, if you people had any clue what I've been through physically the past 3-4 years, you definitely would keep my name out your mouth. The amount of pressure and power that me having a hole in the middle of my body causes, and all the feelings and how scary it is. I mean, can anyone imagine? I've been going through this the past like 3 to 4 years, man.
And it's all in your mind. You've had doctors tell you, you've had to have doctors tell you that what you're complaining of is impossible. You have holes in your stomach and abdomen. Well, I'm certain that you have holes in your stomach. They're called ulcers. If you're talking about a total perforation of the stomach, you would have been dead 4 years ago. It's an unsurvivable event of which you speak.
You know, they burnt holes straight through my body.
Just what I
because of
said.
negligence, because they didn't care and didn't ask and only see things in their doctor's philosophy and didn't ask what kind of supplements I was taking. You know, I think it was done intentionally.
You would think that it's done intentionally. And of course, they're supposed to throw out anywhere from 8 to 11 years of training to listen to a toothless hobo. You're a hypochondriac, which means in English, you're a pussy.
But I want to get off of that. I want to talk about positive topics. Point is, trying to beat something that's impossible to beat. The vitamin C right now seems to be doing something. I think.
Boy, his idea of more positive topics or more negative topics, amazing.
Gets help. I'm trying to stick with that. I can't say that I will because the pain is unbearable sometimes, and as far as like it affecting my breathing, but I'm trying. So I think I'm going to try to stick with the vitamin C, which is my protocol that I taught, and the readings always tell me what it is. And they said recently, you need to practice what you preach. That's what it said. It told me direct. These ancestors talk to me.
Oh, that was a good bit. Everybody at Shamrock, and she is in fact reporting for duty.
100%. These spirits talk to me through the tarot readings. Everything I'm saying cannot be twisted. It makes perfect, coherent sense. That's what they told me. They said, well, what you've been saying, basically, you need to do it.
Lunzi says on your screen, my God, Rich has had legit heart issues. Frost has been injured badly Everybody has had something happen. Yes, and that is why, frankly, people like Tyree Sneed piss me the fuck off. Hypochondriacs are absolutely the worst. And always remember, after all, hypochondria is a form of paranoia.
All right. I mean, it makes sense. It keeps taking me a while. I'm trying my best to piece together what they're saying. It's not that easy.
L. Frost returns to the show right here on Negative 43 TV.
But this is a gift. And I do believe in them. I do believe they're trying to help me along the way. In fact, one of the readings said, follow the angels into the light.
If you're following angels into the light, from my personal experience, you're just about dead. That's not, it can be positive, but not in your case.
I don't understand the reason I'm Batman. It wasn't just my choice. I got chosen for this. I'm really Batman. And that's the way that I'm going to be fighting crime nationally and worldwide at some point.
No, you're not fighting crime internationally or worldwide. And yes, Negasonic says he just said he got a Bane mask on the way. So we'll be covering that Saturday. And the interview with the real one, which I believe the original title of that stream was, I'm Ready for True Love.
The goal, because I've been fighting crime, but the readings are going to have a lot to do with it because they're going to tell me everything I'm dealing with in which scenarios. I can go, if I go to Boston right now tonight, let me tell you how cool this is. I'm not making this up. If I went to Boston, Massachusetts tonight, let's say I just hop on a bus, I go to Boston. The readings would adjust to whatever is coming my way.
And now your local tarot forecast on WBZ in Boston. Don't think it works that way. Please say hello to Barkata Bracken. You know him better as Red Pill. I know you do.
When I get to Boston, does that make sense? That's how in line I am with my purpose. I'm not matching them. They're matching me. Does that make sense? In other words, I'm not doing this. Their spirits are doing this. I know they're real because they're spot on every single time. So if I went to Boston tonight, let's say I go to Boston tonight, buy a ticket, go to Boston. I'm not going to. I'm just saying, let's say, hypothetically, because I could. Well, no, I couldn't. I got to wait for my transfer to come in. Then I can.
The transfer he is speaking of was the final $500 he ever pulled out of App Harvest, as it now has the value of used toilet paper. Probably worth less than that. El Frost says on your screen, I wonder if he noticed it's not good attention. I think he's starting to. He's becoming critical of quite a few people that pass him because they be giving him, crappy looks. He is beginning to notice, and I think the novelty is beginning to wear off on the people around him.
But if I went to Boston tonight, those readings would change. They would start telling me what's going on in Boston, what's going to happen, how my experience is going to be.
Okay, on your screen, DZ says he sold $1,000 worth of his shares too. Can't be much left. If he did, it would be a surprise to me because in the middle of last week, App Harvest stock became worthless. If he's pulling money, he's pulling it from something else.
That's how it works. These readings are directly, specifically, my energy to me. It's the majority of tarot readers. It's really cool. It's crazy to me, but it's the truth. All of these tarot readers are making money off of me. I'm telling you the truth. They're not picking up anyone else's energy. They're constantly speaking about exactly what I'm going through. It's impossible.
Okay, everybody, make note of what is on your screen. Katie has a channel now.
For it not to be about me. So that's how sure I am of my philosophy and the facts that I teach and everything I say. That's why I try to get on here and teach and educate people. So that's how I'm going to be fighting crime, because it's going to start telling me everything. They're going to start talking about, okay, well, this organization is corrupt.
Boy, do I understand low budget. I have to start my computer with a crank.
These officials are corrupt. This is going on. There's drug activity over here. They're robbing a bank over here. It's going to tell me exactly what I need to know without me asking. I like to feel like I'm a vessel for angels. I am an actual angel. I'm an earth angel. But I really truly believe that I'm a vessel for good. And I know that. And that's what I want to be. 100%.
Here right now, it's Maxie Boyery right here on Negative 43 TV. Say hi.
Good spirits can do whatever they need to do with me, to use me as a tool to fight evil. And that's what this is about. It's not fake. Like I said, I've been shutting down illegal organizations. Okay, hands on. Enough said. I don't really have to talk. I shut down whole companies. All right, expose them. We don't got to talk about it. We know what it is. That's why when people ask me, it's like they want me to prove myself to them. I don't need to. See, y'all be talking about women and stuff. It's hard for me to talk to women.
It's a perfect time to smoke them if you got them, because it's about to get really awkward and cringy.
Number one, just because of my age now, I'm a little older. I'm 34, and that just makes it more difficult in general, I feel. And number two, it's difficult because they don't understand me, because I'm a genius. I'm at a much higher level than any other guy that they're going to meet. I mean, you don't meet an actual Batman, ever. It's impossible.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He finally said something absolutely true. It's impossible to meet an actual Batman because Batman originated as a cartoon character, not at all real in any way, shape, or form.
So I'm a
Well,
unicorn. That's what they say in the readings right now. Like I told you, unicorn energy, right? So that's why they say that. Like I said, I mean, if I have a girlfriend, they'll be very lucky. I'm struggling, currently, I feel, and trying to build, and that's cool. I'm not going to take care of nobody. Really, I need a girlfriend that wants to take care of me.
fuck you. If you were with me Saturday, you know that I've already went the hell off on this particular subject. This is no sort of man. You didn't need me to tell you that, but any man with the attitude that a woman should take care of him is a fucking bum that isn't worth his weight in processed shit.
At this point, and that's okay. I'm 34 years old, man. I'm getting up there, man. In 6 years, I'm going to be 40. I've accomplished more than anybody, man or woman, any race, any color, anybody. I'm very proud, man. I don't have to do much anymore. I'm full-fledged, man. Batman.
You're full-fledged, but it isn't Batman.
I actually wanted to watch some of the one where he gets older with Bane. It just reminds me of me. It's going to be like that for me, if I can beat this and I make it that far and I make it to be, an older man and 40s, 50s. I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to continue to be Batman.
Can you imagine how much sillier he is going to look when he's in his 40s doing this stuff? Assuming he gets that far, and it's not a really good bet to take. Warm welcomes to Control.
I don't see any point where I would quit. I love what I'm doing right now. I love it. I mean, I love being Batman.
And we love that you love it here too, Katie. Don't be such a stranger.
It's not fake. It's not just entertainment. I'm doing real things. If it was fake, you would know that, I also wouldn't be wearing a fully proofed level 3A vest if it was fake, right? Common sense. I wouldn't need to protect myself. Let me catch up to you, Ace. Trying to look out for these reckless drivers. The American nightmare. I mean, I can be. I feel like I'm more like the American dream. No, I mean, I'm more a dream for people. I bring good things, I'm not a nightmare. I'm a nightmare for bad people. Who is going to argue with this statement? I mean, they can't. Nobody could, They could type and tap keys and get triggered and pressed. They've never argued. And that's my whole point. Just if y'all are going to talk, I'd like people to make sense. If you had an actual question that wasn't with hate in it, I'd answer it. Only not from you people, because you're banned from the program. I'm not going to talk to people I have to repeat myself with, because it's annoying. monotonous and it's stressful. No truer words have ever been spoken. Thank you, Ace. I know, I understand what you're saying, but like common sense, you should understand what I'm saying without me re-explaining it.
Is Dream all right? Well, if you mean is he alive, yes, he's all right. I guess he went to rehab or was going to go to rehab. He either left or never went to start with. He's still just as screwed up as he ever was. Shame, really.
Your name is very inappropriate for this platform. I'm not going to banner your comments until you change your name. Your comments are fine, but I'm not here to have negativity. So, I mean, it shows something ain't right with you and your mindset because you come on here with just a really sick name.
Anti-Local Networking Association irritates Tyree Sneed. It's just so nice, so nice.
And nobody wants to hear that. It's as clear as I can make it. You need to change your name. Now you change your name, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of
Indeed, it's not the first time I stand corrected, for sure.
you because, again, I don't want that type of negativity and energy on my show. Now, if you want to go make another account, come back, you're more than welcome. You can let me know it's you.
Comment on the screen, Dream hasn't drank in 24 days and started smoking weed instead. That is exactly what I told him 3 damned years ago. Yes, that is a very positive step forward, but he's got to make good with some other people before he can make good with me. Nonetheless, very good news, and I'm glad to hear it. Chris G, aka Crystal, is here.
That one was funny. I like this one. That one that made me laugh. That one I like. Coach Eli's not bullying anybody right now. I don't believe that. Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't see that. I feel like he's getting bullied. No, I can't help you. If anything, I would try to help him the right way. But like I said, he's very jealous and whatever. I don't know what his deal is. We've never really spoken. He ducks me. He don't want to talk to me. He's scared. He knows I'll outshine him, I guess. I guess that's all it is, which is fine. I mean, that's cool. I actually like him. I'm a big fan. I watch his streams. Like, he's making money off me watching. I watch him. I'm not hating on him. I support Coach Eli.
You do. You do. You'll just say anything that comes to your mind, and it's part of the fun here on Negative 43 TV.
I do, especially at this point.
And it's Edward Hurley. He's here, and we got a good amount of show to go yet. You're here in plenty of time.
Batman's speeches are very powerful and compelling. It's like the president standing at a podium delivering the most imperative speech. I like that word, imperative. What's the definition of that word? That's a good word. I'm going to start using that. That's a good one. That was intelligence right there. See, I try to create, I want an audience that's intelligent, more intelligent than me. Like,
according to you, it's not possible to be more intelligent than you because you're a genius, yet you don't know what the word imperative means. Very, very good.
I don't use the word imperative. What does imperative mean? Doesn't that mean like crucial to the conversation?
Chris G is going to share my video. Thank you very much for that. And hey, why don't you join her?
You can let me know. I mean, I'm smart, but I don't care about little words. I don't focus on my details. Geniuses never do. They wanted me to teach writing classes.
Right? Because I don't need it or permission to do we the F I want. Do we the F I want? Another symptom of Sneed's racing thoughts disguised as a typo.
If that tells you anything, I haven't done it in years, so I mean, it'd be kind of hard now. I don't remember everything.
You don't remember any of it, and Katie says imperative means very necessary. Yeah, imperative is one of those words where you can insinuate the meaning by the words that surround it. It's really pretty elementary.
I know parts, but I'd have to have somebody check me to relearn punctuation to the point I had it and all that. It just takes being reminded. It's like tennis. I got to get reminded on tennis. I'm going to have people train me because my body's way different now.
So he went from learning how to write all over again to learning how to play tennis again. Let me bring to your attention yet again, the title of this video begins with staying focused. Staying focused? There's another word that he doesn't know what it means.
That's what everybody's trying to do on here. They want us to suffer because of their misery, their emptiness, whatever. They're unhappy. Again, that's a personal issue. Y'all need to deal with those issues and squash them and deal with them and get past them before you come over here, because dragging that nonsense over here is the problem.
Crystal is doing a very good job using the word imperative in sentences. Yes, she is.
Nobody's derailed anything. Nobody could at this point. It's impossible. That's the point. Checkmate. That's what time it is. It's checkmate time. I'm trying to teach you to treat this like the business it is, right? And treat it right. And you be good to it, it'll be good to you. But if you don't, it's like a nice car. It's like a Lamborghini. If you don't take care of it and you don't do these things, then, I mean, clearly it's not going to pay off. People will just look at me like, because I don't know. I'm very like, how do I explain it? Like my demeanor, like I'll walk anywhere and go anywhere. So I think people just get surprised. Like,
no, people get surprised because of the way you're dressed. Because of the way you're dressed. And that interview with the real one, which we're going to take a look at Saturday, it's overflowed the banks. It cannot be contained anymore.
Well, how is this dude just walking by himself? Like, I go everywhere by myself. I'm Batman. I be out literally in the middle of nowhere at night sometimes. Y'all don't even get it. I be walking through all sorts of stuff. Real talk. Like the things I've experienced as Batman just in a short time, y'all could never even fathom. They're incredible. Because I'm
John Cole, he has a time travel theory. Oh, please bring me up to date. And if you know what video it's in, tell me that too.
seeing life from a higher perspective. I'm seeing it as a bat. I'm seeing it as a Batman. You know, like y'all don't get it. Like y'all be talking like smack, like, oh, you live under a bridge. I literally am getting to the point I'm going to start hanging out under the bridges because I'm Batman. That's what Batman does. Like just kind of sitting there. That's where people will see me just chilling. You know,
Batman lives in a mansion. Batman does not live under an overpass. It's not just my movie production company anymore. It's Tyree's reality. Or is he living in the mall? He might be in the mall.
you know, people tell me, I see you go under the overpass all the time. Yeah, that's my territory. I'm Batman. What did Batman do? The same thing. Batman would be at the top of skyscrapers. You feel me? I mean, it'd be nice to get to that point. I just, you know, I don't know if it's quite possible the correct way, and I'm not going to risk it. I don't like heights, man. I just heard a story about a guy that was doing that height stuff, and he ended up falling. Okay, and that was it. And I do not like heights for that reason. It's pointless. Don't do roller coasters. Don't do any of that. I don't do circus rides. None of that.
If you were as courageous as you say you are, that would be light work. I cannot imagine a superhero, if they actually existed, being afraid of a Ferris wheel. It's ridiculous.
Nope, not for me. Said yes means crucial, critical, and real. Oh, I was right. I get an A+. See, so I am smart. What does impertinent mean? Isn't that another word, impertinent? Tell me what that means. That's an interesting word to me. Impertinent. Yeah, what does impertinent mean, Ace? I don't know. It's identical to the movie, man. Everything that, especially with YouTube, all the villains, they already lost. See, it's not about losing or winning. That's what these people will never understand.
You just said the villains had already lost, but it's not about losing and winning. I think I'm going to buy a neck brace for my next stream. It's just killing me.
It's about living your life without fear. It's about understanding the whole point. While people have been talking so much smack this entire time.
All right, here we go. This is the second part of this. It's called Staying Focused, Productive, Building My Inventory and Businesses. We had plenty of evidence in the first part. He's a lot of things, and focused isn't ever going to be one of them. This second half, I promise you, you're not going to want to go anywhere. There's a reason I didn't just let this go after 9 days. You need to see this. Everybody, it's smooth. 505 right here on the show. This is part 2 of Staying Focused, Productive, Building My Inventory and Businesses on Negative 43 TV.
I've been winning. Like, you don't know me at all. Like I said, if it looks like I'm losing, then that's just me, man. That's my personality, bro. That's really me. I've been like that my entire life. You can ask anybody that actually knows me, which is really not many people, if anybody. Nobody really, right? I'm not on here hating. I never have. I'm on here showing love and support.
Oh, yeah. Anybody that was with me Saturday knows that you were showing a lot of things. Love and support is not one of them. I will not repeat the things that you said about Jared's late wife. I'm assuming that her funeral was today. Perhaps it was yesterday. You need to be looking over your shoulder, because if that guy has the testicles that he was born with, fuck it, it's worth a year in jail. He's working at McDonald's as it is. Trust me.
I mean, my point is just, because people are suffering or whatever, that's the thing. I mean, you've got a whole network right now at YouTube of grown people, and their priority is to try to act tough. Like, they're all trying to act like this is jail and prison, and they all hood and ghetto. Let me tell you something. Ain't none of these dudes. We might have some action out here, because this is weird. Let me mute this.
All right, we might have some action out here. This is weird. Let me mute this. If he's a badass and he thinks something's going to kick off, this is the perfect opportunity for him to prove to everybody everywhere that it's not all just talk, that he actually does what he says he does. He muted the camera. He muted the mic. Boy, I'm getting excited. He muted everything because A, he either didn't want us to see and or hear him running away, or he didn't want us to see and or hear him getting the absolute tars kicked out of him. Go ahead, dummy. Jesus.
All right, never mind. He just kept it trucking. See, I don't run from nothing. I'm trying to mute the mic is because I don't know if anything happens, or people try to attack me. I'm not the type that I'm going to have the mic on. See, I'm different than y'all. Y'all want to show out. It goes into my point. Y'all want to show out for YouTube. I'm different. I'm going to turn the mic and the camera off and everything. So, I mean, you can tell who's real and who's about it.
Yeah, you can tell who's real and who's about it. And if you were real and about it, you would absolutely leave the camera on and leave the mic on. You're not about it. You killed everything because you thought you were about to get your ass kicked and it was time to run.
You got a whole platform, grown people trying to prove that they're tough. We all know who's tough. Me. Everyone else on YouTube is soft. We've proven that. There's better things to do with your time. If you notice, anyone who comes at me, whether it's a female or a male, they always come at me because they feel like a punk. That's all it is people are intimidated and they feel like a punk around me, and they're literally living in fear and they're scared of me.
So that's why women won't do him. They're all punks. He's really starting to take too much copium for his own personal good.
They're timid. like I said, I mean, it's not me, it's y'all. It's y'all who are the sad case. It's y'all who are doing everything wrong. And I don't know what else to tell you. You should probably try to fix that. I've already decided I'm probably not going to be buying inventory currently right now because I got to kind of pull the reins back and see where we're at with it. Like I said, they got to give me a YouTube check the 21st for about 146. They said taxes will get taken out because I worked hard. It's very little money, man, for the amount of work I do, but I'm okay with that, you know. But I'm trying to build it, you know. I'm making more videos. I'm having more output. That's all I can do. I can't control.
And there goes his inventory. And here comes Kenny B.
How many views I get right now? My views, I feel, are really lagging and behind. I don't know why that is. I don't know, because I mean, I have 1,800 subs, so people are subbed to me. Maybe it's just people who are busy. I have no idea.
Here's the truth about subs, as I understand it. About 1/3 of your total subscriber base is actively connected with your content, and that is for popular channels. Nobody hits 100% viewership. Nobody does. Again, about 1/3 of your subscriber base will watch, and in his case, it's far less than that.
But again, it's not about that. It's about the quality of your content, and the rest will come. You know, I really built something here. It's going to work.
It's on your screen. I'll read it for you listeners. Barkata Bracken says, exposing how rainbow he really is right here in this rant. Oh, no, he isn't. Wait about 5 minutes. It gets really, really extra light in the loafers. I promise. There's a reason I stayed at this for over a week.
You know, and I can do other things. I was thinking of dressing up as a cow, literally as a cow or a rabbit, and dancing and shit. I don't know if y'all would like that. Y'all can let me know if you have any ideas. I was going to dress up as a rabbit and like ride around and dance. I'm not playing. I also thought about becoming the Joker.
Yep. He's also thought about becoming the Joker. He's getting ready to go into the details of that right here and now. And I'll tell you what, a burrito from the taco truck sounds awfully good right now, but that's okay because I'm going to have spaghetti carbonara later this evening.
All I need is like a purple wrinkled suit, you know, get me a little shirt.
And a warm hello to Memphis Wilkins.
I'd have to dye the hair green again, probably. But I don't want to do like the whole makeup thing, man. That's the only thing. That's too much work, especially I can't do it every day. It's not worth it to do it one time. It's too much work. So that's why I'm hesitant on that. We'll see what happens. I've thought about dyeing my hair green again. I thought about cutting a fade and dyeing it green like I had it that one time. I just think it looks super cool like that. My hair does look nice, though, right now, grown out. I can comb it, so I might leave it alone for a while. Enjoy my Batman-esque look. Like I said, I mean, everything over here is different.
Ah, yes, Maxie Burry, you're not gay. You're not gay. You're not gay.
It just is. It's different than what you're going to get anywhere else on YouTube. I want to interact with people, but people refuse to interact. They only want to harass.
That's because that's the only kind of interaction anybody wants to do with you because you're a miserable, evil human being.
And it's just not going to cut it. That's what people are starting to understand. I mean, if you notice, I'm already passing the brink. I've already changed the entire game. I told you I was going to flip this entire game just like I will the music industry on its axis.
You mean you're going to flip it on its head, right?
I've already done it. I already did it. Ace, keep on hitting them with the truth. Here's where I step out of the chat, though. Because, see, my issue is not with your comment. That just makes me glow. That makes me be like, oh, wow, they're mad. I love that. Like, that's the only thing that bothers me. You want to bother me? Keep doing that. Where you just keep typing. That's irritating.
He just said it didn't bother him, and in the literal next breath, he said it does. That's a contradiction literally within the same breath, within the same thought. Disorganized thought patterns, anyone?
Because if you say something one time, that's all you need. You don't need to over and over and over again. It smells like burnt rubber right here. Hope I'm not breathing in something I'm not supposed to.
This is good.
What is that? Can hear it in my voice. What is that, dude? Sure hope that's not carbon monoxide and I'm breathing it. What is it? I smell it. I gotta get out of here. Great, now I'm hearing noises. Hope I don't get eaten by something. Yeah, something's in there. There's something right around me. I can tell. I don't know what it is. I can hear it. Just weird things you go through. Trying to pay attention while I'm talking to y'all. I'm sure one day y'all will hear some crazy stuff pop off on this show that you didn't expect. And I'm sure it'll happen. I hope not. You know, but at some point, probably, yeah.
Yep, something's going to pop off. You're going to be caught on a live, and you're going to get your ass whooped. All of your delusion, all of this facade that you built up over the last whole of your life will be utterly destroyed in public, and you'll have nothing. What the fuck? He's already got nothing, huh? And what red-blooded American man doesn't love the smell of burnt rubber? Ah, yes. Nice cars.
When I go to Austin, people generally don't try me. TJ, he talks a lot of smack too. TJ's cool, but...
Okay, here we go. I said it was going to get very quasi-homoerotic here. We have arrived. He's going to talk about TJ and moving to Austin. It gets really cringe. I'll try not to interrupt the flow too much because this is fucking gold.
He just be saying things that don't make any sense sometimes, and I'm sure he knows that. And I say that with all due respect, but you know, that's, I don't know. That's the only issue there. You know what I'm saying? TJ keeps telling me, like, come to Austin. And I'm cool with that. Like, I understand, like, we're boys and we're friends and you want me to be there. I get that. Like I said, all due respect, I don't mean any harm in anything I'm saying, like, truly. But if you want me to come to Austin, you know, there's certain things that need to be done, number one. Number two, if I go, nobody will know until I'm ready to let the cat out the bag.
What this sounds like for all the world to me, and we're going to go back and listen to a little bit of that all over again because it's just amazing. It sounds to me like a couple of lovers that have broken up and they're thinking about getting back together and they're kind of trying to negotiate their reunion and everything just goes to shit.
How do I put it? Y'all won't have a clue how I'm moving. You know, I'm going to do that silently. That's the thing. I can't depend on hot air. You know, the only thing I can depend on is the real deal. So in other words, what I'm saying is, like, he's got to deliver on what he's saying. So he's saying, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this ready for you, everything. Like, I need to see that. Other than that, just saying you're going to wait on me, it just... And these are the things that I point out for people. Again, I mean it with nothing but love, but you got to quit BSing. I don't know how else to tell you. You have to.
I mean this with love. You need to quit bullshitting me. I don't see how that could be said with love. Anger, yes. Love, no.
You got to quit BSing, and you got to start really being real with yourself. Not just me, but with yourself, and saying, like, deciding what you're really going to do and making it happen instead of talking about it. Like, that's the thing, is everybody's talking too much. Y'all do a lot of talking, but that's not the result. So I always have that option in my back pocket. Austin is mine. That's already owned, man. I already monopolize Austin. I've got that on lock. I really do. I could go out there. All I got to do is go down the strips, talk to everybody, start doing my rounds again, get used to it, get in a cycle, try to find work. I would just start piecing it together, one piece at a time. But the difficult part is the minute that I tell everyone, hey, I'm in Austin, you're going to get these people start doing their antics. And I don't have time for that. And I got to make content because I got to make my money. So I have to figure out how I want to move if I do that.
I know I certainly couldn't get away with that. No way. He'd know my voice. I'd want him to know it.
And he's sick of Austin. I'm sick of Austin. There's nothing there really. I mean, it's a useful tool for me, but I have to figure stuff out more with that.
It's a useful tool for me, but there's nothing there. He really needs to revisit that statement.
Really do. Other than that, like I said, my only goals right now are building inventory when I get the money back up, getting my account back up, because right now it's low again because of these transfers, right? Me selling shares. And this is not what I'm supposed to be doing or want to be doing. This is what I'm having to do because I need more support from this.
Yep, sometimes life's about doing what you have to do. It sucks, but it's the truth.
And I'm waiting to get paid. I mean, you got to understand, I just started this, acting like I've been doing this for years. I started this just recently, bro. The Batman thing's only a few months old, if even. Build something that quick and already make a profit of $147 basically, and be lining up another check that's already to like 20 at least if the other money doesn't count, because that's like at 60. And that's my December earnings are like 20 right now, and they should be way higher than that because I've been putting in a lot of work. But like I said, it takes time. It doesn't pay well.
The lot of work that he's been talking about, other than the fact that he's been streaming so much that I can't keep up with it. Obviously, he's talking about those shorts, those damned shorts. They've achieved a level of spam, I think. He doesn't understand that sheer volume of videos does not guarantee income. Yes, he is that fucking stupid.
Austin's a great place for me to work and get in a groove and try to rebuild, but it's like when I get there, I have to, from scratch, build everything. That's the difficult part, especially when you got these people, right? And they just keep trying to follow me around and harass me, and I'm not going to deal with that or have that at all. I really don't want to go to Austin. I don't want to be in Austin. He wants to move to Cali. You're going to have money to move to Cali. So that's the thing is, for years, I don't mean any disrespect with this, being honest with you, brother, but for years I've heard you talk about this money and then you don't have it. You got to make the money and have it ready, like actual tangible. Just like I said, I got a $500 transfer. See, I don't have time to waste or throw away or just BS.
You don't have time to waste, throw away, or BS. I'm not even going to go into it. Everybody here knows the life that you're living right now. It's meaningless. It's completely non-productive. It's anything but focused. You'll never build an inventory because you don't even have a place to live. And the whole businesses thing is just straight from fucking hunger.
If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. And it's nothing personal. Like I said, it's just, that's where we differ a little bit. I'm a little more focused. I definitely see and feel that. And he knows that.
Yep, if you got to go see the cardiologist in the morning, you need to get all of the rest that you can. Thank you so much for stopping in, Lindsay. Say goodbye, everyone.
He's seen the results. Like, I'm about results. I have to have my results. It's not a question. That's the difference. I wish I could get some donations so I can get me like a cotton candy or something. And you need to adopt that mentality. Everybody does. So like I said, I'm really building a real business. Like I said, I want everything that moves. I want bicycles, skateboards, scooters, e-bikes. I want all that, and bicycles. Those are the main things to start. So I'm going to be building my inventory, which is building a business. So I have a lot to lean on and a lot of things that are mobile that I can move on at all times. I want to always be moving. That's what I like to do. I want to build a business that encourages people to move, because I realize that's what I'm in love with. That's what y'all don't get. That's why I love being Batman so much and doing the scooter thing, because I have to be moving. I'm different than y'all. Y'all can be sedentary. I can't. I hate it.
You can't be sedentary, and I imagine that you do hate it because you need to keep moving or it's loitering time.
I got to be exercising. I got to. I got to be moving. And if I'm not moving, I don't feel good. I don't. Like, it's hard for me to even sleep, especially after my accident. You know, I got to be moving, man. When I'm moving on that bat cycle, man, it is a feeling like none other. I can't even explain it to y'all. It is phenomenal.
It feels like you're riding a toy scooter.
That comment was hilarious. Oh, you're hilarious.
It's Mike Jones, everybody.
Wow, no channel. Nice, good try. What the hell? Today they're making me laugh at least. That's good. That's what we want. That one was funny. But yeah, I mean, like I said, no, I mean, I'm here making money. I'm here doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm here building a business. It's all working out.
I don't have any cash. I don't have any cash. I don't have any cash.
And to be honest with you, I'm sure that people aren't happy about that. I'm sure they're very upset that it's working out. I know they're not happy. Like, my life is fragile. That's why I can't have all this other mess. And I've been through the worst, and I continue to hold it together. I have to worry about grown man problems. And I don't need nobody bothering me because I have to focus. I make one mistake and everything crumbles. Because really, I have a very built system. Everything.
Okay, which is it? Is everything on the verge of crumbling, or do you have a very built system? It has to be one or the other. And he made those statements totally contradictory within 3 seconds of one another. It's truly stunning.
Is solidified and privatized. Everything's protected and good. You know, it's just like when people get on here, they'll say things to me. They think they said something, but they don't know what they're talking about. And the fact they don't know what they're talking about is the part I'm laughing at them on. I have everything set up and arranged for me to, it's all perfect. I live a lifestyle y'all will never live. I'm broke as fuck. Always. And you're mad about that. Okay, I have everything. My universe provides everything for me at all times. So we can't really talk about how much money I'm holding because I'm clearly taking my money, pulling it out, and putting it into these things for a reason because I'm trying to build something else that will
My phone, everybody.
generate income, which is this right now. I work on projects, sometimes multiple, like at the same time, but I work on projects. I try to focus on one more so than the other, or at least two, whatever. Right now it's this. Right now it's my channel and the content.
Again, the phrase staying focused is in the title, and there's no focus here at all. And thank you so much, Lindsay, for your tip.
Because this is the moneymaker right now. Like I said,
have a good appointment at the cardiologist office. Take an extra aspirin before you go. It'll help your blood pressure.
I already made like the $146. That's coming to me. There's nothing anyone can do about that. I feel like something bit my leg. I hope not. $146 about coming on the 21st. I got a $500 transfer I put in this weekend, so I don't know if it's going to take all of Monday to process. I'm hoping at the latest it's Tuesday. It needs to come because I need money just to eat and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I already have everything paid ahead for now, but I need, I got to get by.
Is he really? I'll consider carrying a little bit of that live. At the same time, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm having spaghetti carbonara. I've spoiled myself a little bit. If I record these and then edit the blanks out of it, the dead air, I'm in a lot more control of this show, even when it seems like I'm not.
So that's why I ask y'all for help, because I really genuinely need it. That's number one. But I don't need it from people who are against me. I need it from people who really see, like, okay, he's struggling because he's building a business. And that's what I'm doing. I just put a ton of money into some inventory. It's not about quantity. It's about the quality of my inventory. That's how you build a business.
Does anybody else have a headache from all of these lies? let me lay some news on you here. While I have this stopped, there will be a Christmas show. I'm going to present it on 51.5 FM, and it will go live Sunday, Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S., and it will be up all of Christmas Day, and it will come down at midnight on the 26th. So if you want to check that out, that will be coming. And the New Year's Eve show will start at 11:15. It'll start at 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. And I've made my mind up. We're going to see the New Year's in all 3 time zones in the United States. Yes, that's right. Eastern, Central, and Pacific Time. I know Mountain Time, but it's basically Central Time. So if you like that ball drop moment, this is the place to live at 3 different times. We will be doing that right here on New Year's Eve on Negative 43 TV.
So I'm doing that. All that's been going great. Like I said, I found this other spot on the weekends with the flea market where I can get more inventory, scooters, e-bikes. He wouldn't give me a contact, so I think he's kind of weird. I don't know if there could be issues with it. I got to look into it.
It's kind of weird that a guy won't give some stranger the name of his wholesaler. Hey, I want to go into competition against you. Where you get your shit from? Not gonna happen, as neither is a wholesaler's license. Never happened.
But all I know is it's local access to, some e-bikes and e-scooters. And that's a big deal for me right now. However, I'm not really ready to do that right now. So like I said, I got to see what's what. I got to see when this money comes, how things are looking. I got to make sure that I try to get on. I got to start eating a little cheaper probably. I got to get on a fast track where I know I'm consistently making money and more money every time. I need that YouTube income to get up higher. I realistically want to get it to like $1,000, like every pay cycle.
Dream on, dream until your dreams come true. It's not just an old Aerosmith song anymore. It's Tyree Sneed's actual life.
That's why I'm working so hard. I mean, I'm working hard as hell. If anybody can't tell, I'm working hard because I know that it's going to pay off.
You're not working hard, you're doing fuck all, and it's paying off. Oh boy, is it paying off. It's the reason that you're so fucked.
It's just going to take time. And then that's the thing, is it's going to enable me to do exactly what I want, because if I can get to $1,000, hey, I'll be able to get the license unsuspended, get a vehicle, right? Anything. Just a hunk of
$1,000, get your license back, perhaps. Get a vehicle, forget about it. I would like to get a cheap car so that I'm not stuck here while my wife is at work. What used to be a $500 car is now a $2,500 car. And to use bad English, you ain't never going to come up with that shit, boy.
Junk, I don't care, just something, and be able to start touring, the country, and then just build my income. Do that's what I'm trying to do. Y'all don't get it. Just like I told you how I build businesses. I have businesses build off of each other, and then I build the next one. I'm using this right now and doing it in front of you. You want to learn the formula? Follow what I'm doing, because it's genius. It's literally a genius formula. What I mean by that is I'm going to use money from the YouTube to build more inventory, to build a scooter company and the moving company, everything that moves.
A moving company. Everything that moves. That's not a moving company, dumbass. You ever heard of Allied? You ever heard of Mayflower? Moving companies. Companies that move generally domestic freight from point A to point B. That is a moving company. Moving companies have nothing to do with scooters. They have nothing to do with e-bikes. They have nothing to do with razor scooters. They're fucking moving companies. Good God, get in touch with reality, dude.
I'm going to be able to use this inventory to invest. That's the main thing. I'm looking to be able to get the YouTube checks and invest them straight into another account.
Oh my God. This just pisses me off so bad. And just get this money and invest it. You're starving. You're fucking starving. You've admitted to either living in a mall after hours or literally living under overpasses. And you're going to invest money. You have to be able to save money first in order to invest money, comma, you stupid fuck. My God, I don't know why it pisses me off. It should make me happy. But it's just a source of you being able to see that he creates his own misery. The stupidity is just chartless.
That's the point we're trying to get at. So if you're not trying to help me do that, I'm not going to be talking to you. I need all the super chats I can get. I need all the donations I can get. We need to run this YouTube check up there. You know what? You know 100% what it is. All these haters, you need to rub it in their face, and you need to be donating and super chatting. I don't understand how you people want to let hateful people sit there and talk and not put them in their place.
Because it's not their job to put hateful people in their place. It's nobody's job to fight your battles except you, Batman. You are one of the biggest cowards that I have ever encountered. All talk, no action, turned up to 12. Fuck you.
We've been doing this for forever, man. We never went back and forth with anyone. We just put them in their place. And we're going to continue to, with righteousness and the truth and winning.
Righteousness. That's another word that he uses that just kills me. After all, there is no righteous man. No, not one.
And not being a coward. Steal the line. See, you're uncreative. Everything they do there. Oh, there you go. There you go, Cashless. But Cashless Bane, I love you, baby. I love you. I'd give you a big hug right now. I'd give you a hug. Real talk. All right? Like, that is just fantastic, man. Thank you.
I should have looked it up myself before the show, but I didn't. Can anybody out there tell me what £2.50 is worth? I think he's getting excited over less than $2, maybe a little more. I don't even know. Can somebody tell me that, please?
Are those euros? Obviously, I guess.
They're not euros. That's a pound sign, you ignorant fuck. Boy, I've been saying that a lot. I got to get wittier somehow.
They convert. That's real, right? Like, you didn't just make it look like.
All right. DZ says £2.50 is about $3.50. He's on the verge of jumping up and down over $3.50. Mind you, a tip's a tip. That's a nice little tip. But it just does not match his rhetoric.
Like that? There's no way he could.
That's not to say his expectations, of course.
That's real. Are you in another country? Bat cycles, babes, and billions, baby. 100%.
$3.16, ladies and gentlemen.
See, if y'all send some super chats every show, it makes the show look so much more official and legit. I love that. Thank you, Cassius Benny. Where have you been? I haven't heard from you recently. Like I said, I've been there for this guy. I even helped him through what he was going through, like mentally, and tried to be there for him when I had just, had got in my accident. If you can see, I'm definitely doing a little better. I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man, that, when that poster thingy, whatever, that was made out of like tarp material, it hit my face today in the wind. It messed me up, bro. It made me dizzy. Because, like, it hit me full speed. It just right across my face. Like, so y'all might think that was a joke, but, like, that thing really hurt me today. And no, I'm not soft for that. It's just I had a really bad head trauma, man.
That is not a bad head trauma. I saw the sign that hit you in the face. It's incapable of giving you a head trauma. I'm not saying that it didn't sting. A head trauma? Please, please, please stop while you have a chance. It's Misty Waters, everybody.
I wasn't expecting that thing to be able to reach that far out, but it kind of upset me. But that's just because I try to avoid stuff like that happening.
I would think so. Again, if you missed the video, he literally ran headfirst into a cardboard sign while operating his scooter. Do you know how far you have to have your head up your ass to do something like that? And 30 seconds later, he was in traffic. I don't mean a bike lane. I mean, he was in traffic. As much attention as he pays, it's amazing more has not happened. Reckless doesn't begin to describe him.
I have to go to London. Huh. For what? What are you going to see some celebrity or something? Why did you have to go to London? Don't tell me you left the country, bro, and you're fleeing charges. Is that what's going on? You don't have to explain if you don't want. You could just say yeah or no. Yeah.
Yeah, if you flee the country on charges, you can tell me right here. You don't have to, but yeah or no, that would be really nice. And everybody, it's our international man of mystery. It's International Stanley. You may, of course, know him better as Nick, and he arrives with a little bit of maybe empathy. At some point, I start to feel bad for Tyree. I've never seen anybody more disconnected from everything. Reality, forget reality. Disconnected from everything.
Or nay. You don't have to tell me either if you can't or don't want to. That man cured my depression.
Well, hello there, Stu, and he's on his way to the pub. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to keep that unbannered, though, because I saw the last part, and I don't. Can you please not talk like that on here? I do understand what you're trying to say, but it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't want it on the program. Point is, I was there for you, and I gave you the right advice, and I helped you. That's all we got to say. Just make sure when you come on here, you say, put things in a positive Mickey Mouse manner, you know? But yeah, that's my boy. Cassius Payne is my boy. I have genuine love and care about that person. I'm not going to be on much longer, but I need people to understand I need all the support I can get. I need super chats, I need donos, I need donations. I just need all the support I can get, man, because every little bit helps me to.
Well, Tyree could actually help somebody's depression because most people, the vast majority of people, let alone in this chat in the entire country, are not down that hard. They just
piece
aren't.
together these checks. And of course, we know what we want. We want to make me a superstar, and we're already in the process, you know. But I've got to figure out how to get the attention directed to this channel.
It's never going to happen. If it's not happening now, it's never going to happen. The only person that may be crazier right now, to my knowledge, is Daniel Larson. Tyree Sneed is never going to pull a fire alarm. It's simply never, ever, ever going to happen. And no, I'm very cold-hearted when it comes to Tyree. The threats he made, which I will not go over, are things that any man that has the nuts that he was born with ever forgets or ever forgives. I'm here, part of my function here, other than supplying laughs and entertainment to you fine people, is to help him, I don't know, jump off a parking garage.
That's the main thing. So if y'all can promote the channel to whoever you know, please do. I mean, that's what's going to help me. The more views, the more eyes are on my material, the better. Literally. I mean, that's the thing. I basically become like a photographer. This has made me like a photographer because I'm constantly having to take videos.
I've said for years that the only thing that separates Tyree Sneed from people of that ilk is his utter cowardice. It's the only thing that protects society. If he really was the badass that he claims to be, with his mind, he's legitimately fucking dangerous to everybody around him. His cowardice is the only thing that keeps him in society, because if he was a badass with that brain, he's in prison long term.
In order to make my money. You know what's so crazy? I went to college planning to be a photographer. Y'all didn't even know that. I was going to try to open up a photography business down here because I figured it sounded good. And I didn't really know anything about photography. And then I took the class and I hated it and I wasn't focused and I wasn't good at it. Like, I couldn't buy the camera. So I couldn't ever really learn this stuff because I didn't have the money for the camera.
Red
Right?
Screen
So
makes a
it was
shut
like
up. Red Screen makes a very interesting point. It's on your screen. I'll read it for you listeners. if someone tell Daniel Larson that Tyree kidnapped that girl being Grace Vanderwall, no doubt Daniel will take that trip to Texas to save that girl from Tyree Sneed. That is actually sort of genius, and everybody, Best in Show is here. Little bit late, but you're here, and that's what matters.
I don't know. Like, it interests me to an extent, but parts of it are really boring, but I can do this. I can do like a media type thing, like a media company, which is what I actually want to do, where I don't have to deal with little cameras. I can just use my phones and make videos or whatever and make, create content. That's what I want to do. Creativity. What is biting me? Feels like it's biting me. I'm doing very well, man. It's just cash is the problem right now, because that's the formula I had to use, because again, people tried to take everything from me and half of what I own, and they left with nothing. So the point is, I won, right? I defeated them, defeated everyone, and I have to turn around and I got to make all this cash back. I got to get rich with cash again. That's all I'm missing. Once I get that set, I'm straight. You understand? I have over 70,000 shares of that stock. So,
and it's useless.
I'm kind of depending on that. I want to get where I can depend on this. I know I have it in me to be a huge YouTuber and expose all this Freemasonry and use their own system against them to make tons of money and win.
You don't have it in you to even be as big as King Cobra JFS.
And that's what I'm doing every day.
And is it just me, or has his head grown over the years?
When you tune into me, you know what I'm on. Like I said, real people, if you want to talk to me, make sure that it's positive, okay? Because I will not tolerate any negativity. And that's it. Everybody's been positive, man, in reality, man. Other than that.
Snow White's here. Snow White's here. And yes, he did say 70,000 shares. I think it was selling for as low as a half a cent, probably even lower there toward the end. And he was just sucking it up like that old vacuum cleaner.
Like I said, you want to talk to me, I'm not a hard guy to talk to at all. Unless you want some, BS trying to come at me wrong. That's it. Keep up the super chats. Oh, by the way, Cashless Main, if you can donate to the PayPal, please do, because I really need that. I got to set up PayPal, actually, again, on the new phone. But please do, to PayPal or Cash App, anything. I need help just eating right now, so I'm going through it, too.
If you need help just eating, obviously your rhetoric's out the ass. And I believe the phone that he was talking about, this was 9 days ago, was a brand new 5G phone that he broke in less than 48 hours.
Hope you were, I hear it sounds like you're doing much better. I'm glad. Me, I'm going through a lot too. So yeah, just need some help in general. I hope you hear that. Other than that, like I said, that's what we're doing, creating this content, doing what we do, building the companies for everything, the media, the scooter company, the security company, everything. We're working every day to build these things, and it's all coming to our fruition. It is actually happening 100%. Y'all don't understand how I move and how smart I am, because I'm going to build all these companies and then I'm just going to move on to the next thing. Then I'm going to come back to them. It's a genius move.
It's a lot of things. Genius isn't one of them. Oh my God. He just doesn't know how fucking goofy he sounds.
Move different. Thank you, Cashless Man. I really need help right now. And yeah, other than that, the money will transfer at some point this week. I got the 146 coming from YouTube. Everything's coming together, I feel like. I think everything's about to get much more positive, so just stay tuned. Support me, and that's it. All right? Talk to y'all soon.
And that is all that I have for you on this Wednesday evening here on Negative 43 TV. I understand that he is live right now. You want to pick the ball up, sis? We'll all come on over. I am quite sure. I will be with you once again Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time American. And who knows what it's going to be about. As always, it's going to be just super ultra goofy fun. You just know it. We're talking about Tyree Sneed. After all, this has been Negative 43 TV's Tyree Sneed special feature. I'm Richbartone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.